Hey everyone, welcome to your practice. Today we're going to do a 10 to 15 minute, just kind of mellow, gentle movement reconnection with our bodies, with our breaths. If you like to practice with props, go ahead and grab a pillow or a bolster, blocks, whatever you need, and then set your space up, light a candle, put on some music, anything that kind of just recenters you back into your practice. And we're going to get started kneeling at the back of our space. You can place a bolster or pillow between your calves and your thighs if you'd like. And take a few moments to notice the space around you. Where are you? What can you see? What can you smell? What can you hear? Can you taste anything? And how does your energy feel in this space? How does it make you feel? There's something really nice about just taking a few moments to gather yourself before you jump right into whatever you're doing. So if you need to linger here longer, please do. And as you're ready, bring your knees out wide, your big toes to touch in the center, and walk your hands forward as you lower your chest down into a child's pose. Resting your forehead down, and then as you're ready, and if you feel comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. Noticing what it feels like to shift from attention to the outer world, everything around you, and now reconnecting with you, with yourself, with your body, with the thoughts in your mind space, with any feelings in your heart space or gut feelings, or just sense of energy. And as you close your eyes, start to tune into the natural rhythm of your breath in and out through your nose. No need to really adjust or manipulate the breath, but maybe just notice if you can sense it as this little internal massage through your body. Moving its way through your nose, the back of your throat, down into the lungs, into the belly, the back body, and maybe how all this expansion and contraction massages your organs, your skin, and drops you into the here and now. You can stay here as long as you would like. If you are ready, stretch your fingertips even further forward, blink your eyes open. And then on an inhale, round through your back body as you lift your hips up. Shift your shoulders over your wrists, separate your big toes, and then drop your hips down towards the mat into a cobra. If this feels like a lot right away, please lower down onto your elbows into Sphinx pose. Breathe in again, pull your palms back and thread your heart forward. Maybe tip your head back. Let it feel good and expansive. Press some weight into the tops of your feet and tighten your thighs so that your muscles are a little bit active and we're not hanging on any ligaments or crunching into the low back. On an exhale, tuck your chin, push through your palms round through the back body and sink your hips back into your child's pose. Bring your big toes together. Move with your breath. Inhale to roll forward and unfurl into your cobra. Take the whole length of your exhale to tuck your chin round through the back body. Push your palms forward and sink your hips back to child's pose. 3 more with your own breath. Taking it as fast or as slow as your body is asking for. taking extra moments to linger in any postures or transitions that might feel good, that might feel interesting. And always the option to close your eyes down. So you can really tune in to what you're feeling. I lost track, but let's do one more. Inhale. Forward into Cobra Pose. Exhale back into your Child's Pose. Shift forward again. Shoulders are stacked over your wrist. Hips are stacked over your knees. You can walk your knees in a little bit and your feet out so we're more in line here. And then step your right foot out side of your right hand, but like really far. So even to the outside of the mat. So it's kind of like a low lunge, but super, super wide. And we're gonna bend into our right knee, feeling this nice sinking down into our right inner thigh, our groin, and then shift back so your right leg straightens and your hips are more or less lined over your left knee. Bend into your right leg. Lean out and forward. Exhale, shift back, straighten right leg. Again, 3 more with your own breath, on your own time. As you finish up, bring your right knee back underneath your body and then switch it out. Left foot steps to the outside of your left hand and then even wider than what you're used to. As you inhale, bend into your left knee, sink your hips low, stretch your heart out and forward. And if this is intense for you, send some breath into the left inner thigh, the pelvic floor, and of course use any props, blocks underneath your hands. Exhale, straighten into your left leg, sink your hips back towards or over top of your right knee. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, straighten. 3 more with your breath, moving between this really wide low lunge and this really wide half splits, giving yourself some extra space in your body and kind of exploring different shapes or different alignment and shapes. Finding some freedom and curiosity in that. Last one, rebend. Exhale, straighten. Bring your left knee underneath your body. Bring your hands out just a little bit wider. On an inhale, pull your palms energetically backwards as you really tug your heart forward. Exhale, dip your right shoulder down and twist open to the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, dip your left shoulder down to the center as you twist over to the right. Keep moving back and forth. If you'd like to link it with your breath, I think that always feels good. I like to exhale on a twist and really get kind of everything out of it. Your hips and pelvis are more or less staying stable and still. Notice maybe if you can reconnect to that sense of an internal massage that your breath is providing as it moves through your rib cage into your lungs, the whole midsection of your body. Last one, finish out here. Then walk your hands forward, tuck your toes and glide your hips back to downward facing dog. We're gonna take some big body circles. So moving your hips to the right, forward so you shift more weight into your palms, over to the left, and then back again. And it doesn't really have to be so mechanical or precise. If you just want to take some big circles or big body rolls in one direction. And then switch it out, going clockwise, left, forward, right, and back. Come back to your down dog. Bend your knees as much as you need. Sinking your chest towards your upper thighs. And see if you can find a kind of a sensation of a hammock in the back space of your heart. So really dipping through the thoracic spine. Pressing your hands firmly into the mat through your knuckles and the pads of your fingers. Big breath in and big breath out. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Keep your feet exactly where they are. Find yourself in an Uttanasana, forward fold at the back of your mat. Again, bend your knees as much as you need. Bring a block underneath your palms to give you more space. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to your block, to the mat, to your shins, as you extend the crown of the head forward and straighten through your spine. And exhale. Big breath out, let it go. Push down through your feet. Inhale to rise, arms sweep up overhead. Extend your hips forward. Maybe find a little back bend. Whatever feels good for you here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, release. Push down through your feet. Inhale to stand, arms sweep up overhead and then back behind you. And fold down. This is our little half sun salutation. Move through 3 more rounds on your own. Close your eyes, let it cycle with your breath. Let it feel good. Let it feel fluid. And let it feel like it's movement in your body instead of just listening to someone tell you what to do. Last one if you're with me. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let your head hang heavy. Shake it out. Release your jaw. Push down through your feet one more time. Come to rise. And stretch back. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Bring your toes out wide and your heels in. You can also shimmy your feet out a little bit wider in general, like a wider stance. And sink your hips low into Malasana. You can, of course, sit up onto anything underneath your sit bones if you'd like to bring the ground up to you. Bring your palms in center to touch. Push your elbows out into your knees and your knees into your elbows. And find some length through the spine as you lift your heart up towards your thumbs. Close your eyes. 5 breaths. Reconnect to you. One more inhale. And exhale. Come to stand one more time. And take some free movement. Just kind of swing your hips, swinging your arms. You can walk around. You can lunge it out. You can warrior it out. You can do Tai Chi if you know Tai Chi. You can dance. Find some free movement that feels good for you. I'm just here for about 30 more seconds. If this feels good and you want to stay longer in your free movement, please do. Shake out any lingering energy that needs to be moved through. And then when you're done, come to a seat. Cross your right shin in front of your left. You can sit up onto a blanket if that feels better. And take some big body rolls in a clockwise direction. Spiraling out through the spine involving your chest, your shoulders, your rib cage, your spine, your hips, your neck. Make those spirals smaller and smaller until you eventually kind of straighten up into yourself. Drop your right ear over to your right shoulder, and then look down and up. Down and up, rolling through the neck, and then circle your left shoulder back. So really moving through the left shoulder blade, your scapula. And then switch it out, left shin crosses in front of right. Take those big spirals of your spine and your whole body in a counterclockwise direction. Close your eyes, let it feel good. Forget about what it looks like. And let your body guide you into what would feel good for you. And then eventually make those spirals smaller and smaller until you kind of wrap yourself around the midline and straighten up. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And then option to look down and up. Roll your right shoulder back a few times, moving through the scapula itself and through the arm bone itself. Then maybe a few circular rolls of your shoulders back, alternating sides. Close your eyes down. Inhale, sweep your arms up and over. Bring your hands through the center of your body and take a fold down, lowering onto your elbows or onto any prop. 3 breaths here. Send breath into the hips and the low back. Soften your jaw and your brow and your temples, your tongue. As you're ready, lift back up. Keep your eyes closed. And find yourself lingering here in this in-between, this gap space, madhya in Sanskrit. Knowing that if you ever just need a moment to return to yourself, to reconnect with yourself, you can. It's simple. It can be quick. It can be really powerful. Start to tune back into your body, rubbing your hands along your thighs, along opposite arm and hand. Maybe squeeze the bottom of your feet, give them a little massage. Take a big breath in and then exhale, sigh it out. Open your eyes, take in the space around you again. You can go through that little list of what you can see or hear or smell, all your senses. And then maybe you can notice a bit more of a sense of you as you go out into whatever you have to do next, whether that's responsibilities or rest or anything. I hope you feel good in your body. I hope you enjoy just a few moments to return to yourself and to reconnect. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time.